such as Zimbabwe Election Support Network, Election Resource Center, and Timpachel in relation to the ongoing electoral process in the country. This follows the raid. In actual fact, the Zimbabwe Republic Police received information and then subsequently conducted a raid at Holiday Inn in Harare and also at number 44 Down Avenue in Belgravia and the number 27 Newton Park in Harare and number 501 The Grange in Harare. What was happening was that the institutions had people who were coordinating the collection of information, the tabulation of information in relation to the voting statistics and also the counting of the votes. And this information was being fed particularly at Holiday Inn by somebody who was locked in a room while the other person was in another room, and then it was being fed to a house in the Grange, which was then supplying this information through VPN for people to see, while others were also in Newton Park, others in Belgravia. So far, the Zimbabwe Public Police has recovered 93 smartphones, 38 laptops, 2 smartwatches, 2 modems, 1 Wi-Fi router, 1 external hard drive, Nokia about over 40 Nokia, what we officially call Kambuzi feature phones, some printers and various computer chargers. And in the process we've arrested 41 suspects who include a minor who are currently assisting the Zimbabwe Republic Police with investigations. And we also want to appeal to Zimbabweans. We want to appeal to individuals, to syndicates or civic organizations to conduct lawful activities as per their registration. If an organization, if an organization is registered to conduct a particular activity, then they must conduct that activity in terms of the country's laws. We are also aware that this was also part of some politicians' strategy, like what was announced by the TCC leader, that they were going to announce the results by the 24th of August 2024, and this was part of the strategy. And we are also aware that the information which they were receiving, it was being coordinated through some observers and also some political party agencies who were deployed at the polling station. As the police, we have got a constitutional mandate to protect the country's internal security. So there's no going back in terms of maintenance of law and order in the country. We want to urge Zimbabweans that as the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission finalizes the voting process and the counting of the ballots, Zimbabweans should remain peaceful and wait for the official election results. In this regard, there is no gathering in polling stations which is going to be allowed by the police. The law is very clear, whether it's the Electoral Act, whether it's the Maintenance of the Order and Peace Act, no gatherings are allowed at polling stations. At the same time, we want to thank Zimbabweans for the peace which was exhibited during the pre-election period and the election period. We hope and plead with the Zimbabweans that this conduct should continue as we go into the post-election period. Maybe I may take 1 or 2 questions. Clear, if you go according to the provisions of the Electoral Act, anyone who does anything which is intended towards announcing the election results when they are not part of the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission, definitely they'll be committing an offense. So as we conduct investigations, we are finalizing the charges which the suspects will be facing. We are concerned as the Zimbabwe Public Police, as the voting process was getting underway, we ensured that no one interfered with the voting process, irrespective of that particular person or institution's stature or status. And this is what we obtained yesterday throughout the country, where reports were coming to the police. Police acted swiftly, and this is on record. I'll take the last two. People also went to the police and made a report to say their car had also been stolen. And when both the parties went to the police, then the police said, can we make efforts to resolve this issue? And the candidate said, no, I can no longer feel safe to leave the police station. He remained at the police station until a certain time he left the police station. So you find that with our record, the issue of the alleged petrol bomb has not been recorded. But people go on to the public, tell the public something which has not happened. The same again applied in Warren Park, where people were claiming that a certain man had died while in a queue. But in actual fact, the man is at the hospital, he has not died. So that's why we are saying, we also plead with some of our political leaders. When they want to communicate with their supporters, when they want to communicate with them, please tell the people the truth. Where something has happened, tell people the truth. In the process, we are assisting the police in the maintenance of law and order in the country, rather than grandstanding or lie. The Maintenance of Order and Peace Act comes into effect when we look at the issue of gatherings. Gatherings have to be clear. And we are aware that, for example, Tim Pachedi has told people to gather at 301 meter radius of a polling station. That is legal. As long people are gathered and that has not been sanctioned by a local regulation authority, that is an unlawful gathering. And there are no negotiations to that effect. Thank you very much. I'll take Antonio and Conisan, then that's enough. The last one.
Ascom, I just need to have a clarity from you. We understand that that's the announcement of the results, because they've got accredited observers that are obviously going to be collecting results across all the polling stations, because I know more than 100 of these have been accredited by SEC to do this work. So at this moment and stage, you've arrested them for what crime exactly? For collecting the results or for announcing the results? We need to understand.
I'm not speaking on behalf of the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission, but as for the country's laws, anyone who does anything has to do that particular activity according to the country's laws. And as the police, once a report has been made, we have to conduct investigations and ensure that the due process of the law are followed. And there is no negotiations when it comes to...
So which offense exactly have they committed?
You will see when they appear in court. You will see the charges. Definitely the charges are there. You will see when the charges are being reviewed in court. But as far as I'm concerned, they have contravened the country's laws, so the due process of the law must be allowed to take effect.
I'll take his question again and rephrase it. No one is arrested to be investigated. Are you arresting these guys so you can investigate and establish a case for them? Why I say so? You indicated that you are investigating that they breached the Electoral Act and that they interfering with the election. Which part of the election were they interfering with? Which was different from what FARS was doing at the polling station where elections are being held, and people who are at a hotel where there is no voting itself or they are not interacting with the voters. Can you kindly clarify on that line?
In terms of the Electoral Act, we're supposed to announce the election results. We're supposed to collect the voting statistics.
So
with regard to that, may I duly refer colleagues to the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission if you want to seek further clarity in terms of how the voting process is handled. But as far as we are concerned as the police, if a report is made, we will certainly investigate and effect arrest. As far as we are concerned, a crime has been committed and the due process of the law, the laws of the country must be allowed to take effect. We have not arrested to investigate. but we have conducted investigations because we've got credible information. Are you aware that some of the people, for example, in Milton Park, they are registered as a medical institution, not as observers? So that's why I'm saying let's avoid using emotions. Let us look at what has happened and allow the due process of the law to be followed. Lastly, Leo.
Thank you. I wanted to ask about FAS, but I will let it slide. I just want confirmation. We hear that Airport North CCC candidate is very much who was arrested. Is it true?
I need to check with the police officers on the ground and then come back to you as colleagues. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.